Do you know about Project 2025?
The far-right's playbook.
It is Trump's vision for America's future.
I'm not going to be nice.
It will ban abortion nationwide.
I got rid of Roe v. Wade.
Raise taxes on middle-class families. Gut Medicaid.
That's money that funds a lot of medical treatment.
Strip rights from LGBTQ+ people.
Wait a minute, I'm not finished.
Cut overtime pay.
It is going to affect workers' bottom lines.
Give him unchecked power.
And I will wield that power very aggressively.
And it begins his first day back in office.
In an exclusive undercover video, a co-author of Project 2025 saying that Donald Trump, quote, blessed the work he's doing now.
He's been at our organization. He's raised money for our organization. He's blessed it. So he's very supportive of what we do.
He doesn't want freedom. He only wants control.
I know Donald Trump's tight. I'm breaking.
These are the stakes.
Project 2025 wants to take our country backward.
This is our fight.
We are not going back.
Hello! I'm Michigan State Senator Mallory McMorrow, and this is Project 2025. Now, over the next 4 nights, you are going to hear a lot about what is in this 900-page document. Why? Because this is the Republican blueprint for a second Trump term. That's right. They went ahead and wrote down all the extreme things that Donald Trump wants to do in the next 4 years. And then they just tweeted it out, putting it out on the internet for everybody to read. So, we read it. And whatever you think it might be, it is so much worse. Tonight, I want to tell you about just one aspect of Project 2025. Its plan to turn Donald Trump into a dictator. Okay, right here on page 535, it says, quote, reissue Trump's Schedule F executive order to permit discharge of non-performing employees. Now, that doesn't sound that scary, right? But here's what it actually means in plain English. If Donald Trump gets back into the White House, he's going to fire civil servants like intelligence officers, engineers, and even federal prosecutors if he decides that they don't serve his personal agenda. They're talking about replacing the entire federal government with an army of loyalists who answer only to Donald Trump. Now, all right, then. Okay. Page 873. It says, quote, conservatives have long believed in either ending law enforcement activities of independent agencies or ending their independent status. Again, that sounds pretty boring. But what it means is that under Project 2025, Donald Trump would be able to weaponize the Department of Justice to go after his political opponents. He could even turn the FBI into his own personal police force. That is not how it works in America. That's how it works in dictatorships. And that's exactly what Donald Trump and his MAGA minions have in mind. An expansion of presidential powers like no president has ever had or should ever have. Now, by the way, if you're asking if any of this is even legal, well, remember, thanks to Donald Trump's hand-picked Supreme Court, he's now completely immune from prosecution, even if he breaks the law. But that's not who we are, because we believe in a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Not the government of Donald Trump, by Donald Trump, and for Donald Trump. We believe in the separation of powers and the rule of law. We believe in a system built up to serve everyone, not breaking a system to serve one petty, selfish man. The truth is, there's only one way to stop him, and to stop Project 2025. How do we do it? We elect Kamala Harris this November!
Democrats are pulling out all the stops. I absolutely love it. We need to talk about how dangerous Project 2025 is, and not only how dangerous and destructive it would be, but also contrast that with the incredible policies that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are proposing. Because it's not just doom and gloom in this election, there is a brighter future ahead. But of course, we do want to be talking about Project 2025, and although it is a scary plan and we should all be worried about this MAGA agenda, it is good to poke fun at IT is good to push back against it and make sure that MAGA can't run away. And that's exactly what's being done, not just by Senator McMorrow, but also by DNC operatives who did this on Trump Tower last night. As you can see, the words Project 2025 headquarter were projected onto Trump's building in Chicago, absolutely mocking Donald Trump and serving as a great reminder of his dangerous agenda. Democrats are doing an incredible job, not just reminding the American people about it, dangers of Project 2025, but reminding them that Donald Trump is running away from it. And that is incredibly important. Incredibly important that Donald Trump doesn't just support this policy, but that he wants to lie about it. Pete Buttigieg talked a little bit about that in this clip.
Project 2025 is kind of the scandal of the year for the Republicans, the thing that they have had to do the most damage control around. Because look at what Project 2025 is. It's just their policies. It's nothing but a write-up of what they plan to do. And they really don't want the American people focused on how Trump is about tax cuts for the rich and we're trying to make sure we have a fairer tax code, or how Donald Trump demolished the right to choose in this country, and how Kamala Harris will lead the work to restore that right to choose, or any other issue from climate to gun safety to education, you name it, where the American people strongly agree with us and strongly disagree with him.
Donald Trump running away from his agenda tells us two very important things about him. One, it tells us how dangerous he is. He wants to be a dictator on day one. Donald Trump has never cared about democracy. He wants it to be the United States of Donald Trump. He wants to be a king. That is what his Supreme Court justices, his corrupt Supreme Court justices, have said he can be if he is elected president, and we cannot allow that to happen. But not only does it show how selfish Donald Trump is, but it shows we can never trust him under any circumstances. If you did not know that already, I don't know what rock you've been living under, but this is just another example of the pathological liar that is Donald Trump. We know his agenda. He put it down in writing.its called Project 2025, and now he's trying to run away from it, run away from his connections at the Heritage Foundation, run away from his support for these policies, run away from his desire to be a dictator on day one. But again, we are not going to let him. We are not going to let Donald Trump continue to lie, deceive, and escape accountability. No, no more. We are not going back. We are not going back. And so we have to continue to call out Project 2025. If you could do me a favor, please share this video with one of your friends who needs to know more about Project 2025, or anyone in your family or community, because we need to continue to share this message and push back against Project 2025 and call out how dangerous it is. We're going to keep doing that on this New York Democrats channel. And if you want to support our community, make sure to hit the subscribe button and leave a like on this video. If you watched all the way to the end, drop a blue heart in the comments to show your support so I can thank you, because it really means the world to me. God bless America. Goodbye.